Hi, baby girl. Hey, everybody. I hope you guys are all having a beautiful Sunday. I know I have. I've had a pretty long day here. It's like 5 o'clock in Indiana right now. And so I look a little bit haggard, but hopefully you'll bear with me. I just wanted to take a moment to talk to you about my baptism. I really haven't talked about it or posted anything since I posted the baptism video, and it's pretty much because I've been like kind of taking my time processing the experience and some of the response and feedback that I've gotten, and just putting my thoughts together before I actually like share them with you guys. And I don't plan on really talking too much about this in the future. I know that a lot of people want me to share my testimony, and I'm definitely not going to do that today, but I do plan on doing that maybe like in a podcast interview or some kind of format where I can just give you 100% of me. And right now I'm like hanging out with a crazy squirrel and another cat and my toddler's upstairs. So I've been talking to like my friend Allie Beth Stuckey, who I really love her podcast, and so I think I might end up doing like an interview about my testimony there. But for now, I just want to talk about the actual baptism because there was like a lot of questions and some feedback that I do want to talk about. But after this, I probably, you probably really won't hear me talking too much about this stuff. And it's not for any other reason that I just like don't really feel equipped to be the poster child for, Christianity. I think that I'm still learning, and as I do, I will become more equipped. But for the time being, I feel like I've never really been that, and I don't plan on doing that. So if you started following me because you think this will become like some kind of Christian meme page, it's not going to happen. But anyways, I want to talk about like the response that I got to the video that I posted about my baptism. It was an overwhelmingly beautiful amount of just positivity and just love. Like me and my husband and my son, we'd go out to go get lunch throughout the week, and people would just come out of nowhere just wanting to give me a hug and congratulate me and welcome me to the family, which I love. And it's been pretty awesome. I'm actually shocked because I was expecting to get so much hate for it. I know that a majority of my fans and my followers are not Christian. And so like, I know that it's a turnoff to a lot of people, and, everybody's had like their own experiences in their life that, might trigger certain things. And, and I know that everybody's on their own journey and it's not for everybody, but this is where I'm at. And to me, my baptism was a public demonstration of where I stand with my faith, and basically letting people know that I'm not ashamed. And so that's why I really wanted to share it with people, and like if there was anybody out there that felt like they were at a crossroads and don't feel like you fit in, because I don't feel like I fit in anywhere now, and or that I ever have, to be honest. Like you're not alone. There's and it's crazy how many people in my DMs and stuff like shared with me what they've been going through too. And so it's kind of cool to be able to connect in that way. But there was this other side of the response that was just so awful. And, it wasn't my atheist friends. You would think that all the hate would be coming from people who are, against religion or against Christianity and stuff. And, we got like the typical, like dumb, mean, like emoji comments, but like, it was really the Christians who were the worst. And it was just really like sad to see like this critical display of judgment, from Christians. And I don't understand what would inspire that aside from like something that's more egoic, because that isn't Christ-like, to judge people or judge people's journey. It's like, you would think that that most Christians would be like happy for you when you, come to this point in your life, especially when you get baptized. Like, baptism is so beautiful, and it's such a big landmark in time. For me, at least, it was one of the most important days of my life. So it's like strange that these handful of like negative, critical Christians would like come at me in such a public way as well. I think one of the biggest, or one of the comments that I would see like repeatedly would be like people saying that I was faking it and that this is just a PR stunt to get like clicks and follows, and I don't, or views, which I think is so weird because my Instagram is not monetized, so I don't get paid for how many views I get. And like I mentioned before, majority of my followers are probably more turned off by my decision than actually like rooting for me. I mean, I know there's a big amount that is, but like it was a big decision to like come out and share that with the world. And like I said, I was expecting, a lot of negativity coming from my existing fans and followers and friends. And although I got a little bit, it was not anything compared to the criticisms that I got from Christians. There was like a lot of criticisms, weirdly enough, about like the way that I dress and the way that I look, or the way that my friends looked in the video. And I think it's really insane that we live in a time where people still like judge a book by its cover. Like, I feel like I wasn't aware that there's a uniform that you're supposed to wear once you give your heart to Jesus. Like, but, and I will say that there is like a certain aesthetic that is a very stereotypical aesthetic for like the Christian community. And that is not me. Like, I don't dress like that. But at the same time, I just feel like I would never judge you for how you look. So why would you judge me? Like, what part of this is considered demonic? Or is it just because you have a perceived notion of like, if people wear black clothes, or if they style their hair a certain way, or if they have tattoos? It's like, that to me is like the silliest thing you could say. So for all of you out there that are telling me that like I'm not a real Christian unless I delete everything I've ever posted, or I got to stop listening to The Cure or whatever, I think that you may have gotten it a little wrong. Like, another criticism that I found was just attacking my husband. I feel like that one is quite annoying because you don't know the dynamics of our marriage, and you don't know what somebody's going through. Like, my husband has his own journey, and I am here to support him and be there for him as much as I can, and be the best wife that I can be for him. But until he makes his own decisions, like, should I just abandon ship? Should I just divorce my husband and uproot like the beautiful nuclear family that we have, because he doesn't sing lyrics the way that you think he should sing lyrics? Like, the way that some of those comments were phrased were just so awful and cruel. And I just wonder what your life looks like. Like, do you only hang out with people that think and look like you? Because if that's the case, I would say, in my own humble opinion, that sounds like a very close-minded life to live. And hopefully that's not the case for you. I have so many friends that believe in so many different things that, that I don't believe in. I have friends that don't align with my political views, or my spiritual views, or even my parenting views. Like, that does not mean that I just cut them off or I don't talk to them. I just think that's such a weird thing to say or do. There were some people that were criticizing the actual baptism, like, because Pastor Brian, he didn't dunk me all the way to where my hands weren't underwater. And I feel like when you start getting into that realm where you're like pinpointing all of these details that really at the end of the day do not matter. I didn't get baptized to be saved. I was already saved. And I didn't get baptized, to make it about me. It was never about me. And I think that these people that come at me with these like negative, critical comments, I just hope that you're able to maybe take some time and reflect on how you're viewing the world and how you're possibly pushing people away. And I think like, the last thing I will say about all of it is that I love you no matter what, even if you don't like what you're saying, or you don't like the things I'm saying, and or we don't agree on certain things, like I still love you. And I might not be down with some, the way you do life, but that's no reason to hate or criticize. And I guess that's really kind of what I wanted to cover. I do want to say, like, give a huge shout out to my actual church. I go to a really small church here in my town, Vive, Indiana, and it's called Switzerland Baptist Church, and we have a very small congregation of, like, some days it's 12 people, some days it's 25 people. And I don't go to a mega church, and, I'm not dissing any mega churches, but that's just not my vibe. I don't really care about like smoke and mirrors or how big your band is. Like, like our little choir, like we sing from the heart. We might not be the best, but we sing from the heart. And I think that's like what worship is and what it should be. So I just love that my little humble church was so warm and welcoming to all my friends who flew out, and have embraced me and my family so deeply that, like, I've never really felt this feeling of family. And I think that I'm just so grateful that I'm here, and that I'm able to share this with my new church family. And I hope that those of you out there that are looking for your tribe, you just got to keep looking. And I can be here for you one-on-one, obviously. Like, I don't plan on doing, a lot of videos about this kind of stuff, but I'm here for you. And I think that's it. I just want to say thank you, and I love you all so much. I'll let you say goodbye to my little kitty cats. Bye.